Hey, Dallas. Johnny Condon, ABC 3340 in Birmingham. Obviously, on the offensive side of the ball, you lose Bryce, but on the defensive end of the ball, you lose Will, and you kind of had like a dynamic duo team going with him last year. What has he taught you about your game, things you can add to your pass rushing abilities, and ultimately, what are you guys going to do moving forward to make sure that his loss isn't a gaping hole on that side of the defensive line?
I mean, more importantly, like Will, he has paved the way for a lot of guys in the outside linebacker room. But it's also guys that could, come in and fulfill those shoes and, replace him in some type of way, like Chris Braswell, Keanu Coote, Quandarius Robertson, Jeremiah Alexander, and guys such like that, But it's a lot of guys like that that looked up to Will and, seeing what he did and seeing him grow and make mistakes. And so we just learn from that and keep going on for it.
Right side, front row.
Yeah, being from South Florida, I'm curious where you got your name Dallas from.
You gotta ask my dad that, honestly. I ask my dad that question every day, he just say the same answer. So.
Left side, and then pass your mic one over when you're done.
Tyler White, WVOA 23 in Tuscaloosa. A lot of fans have been looking for Alabama to get back to, Joyless Murder Ball, as they call it. There's a lot of good talent on the defense this year. How do you see the team getting back to that this upcoming season?
I mean, the expectations is Joyless Murder Ball for the season, of course. But, it's a lot of guys on the defense that can run around, fly around, and make good plays.
Right side.
Hey, Dallas. Jacques Doucet, WAFB in Baton Rouge. Will Campbell at LSU said that you were probably the best defensive lineman on Alabama last year going up against him. And just that game, a lot of people say that's the kind of game they want to see in college football, as exciting as it was in the finish. Does that kind of resonate with you going into the offseason?
I mean, we just fell up short when we played LSU. But, Will is a very good tackle. Coming as a freshman, he opened a lot of eyes. And, yeah, he did a lot of good things when he played against us.
Left side, second row.
Tyler Shaw with KBTX and College Station. What is it about the way you guys match up with Texas A&M that, the past couple of years have been really close? They got you in College Station. Last year was really close. And then just how much are you looking forward to playing them this year? I
mean, it's always a battle when we play them, of course. But, Jimbo's doing a very good job over there, leading the guys in the right direction. It's a lot of talent over there and a lot of good things doing over there. So, yeah.
Right side, second row.
Dan Peck, ESPN 106.7 in Auburn. Iron Bowl is back in Auburn this year. You were at the game in 2021 as a freshman. What do you remember about that one? And are you excited to go back to Jordan-Hare again this year?
Honestly, I didn't know how important and how deep the rivalry was till I actually ran out the tunnel for the stadium. So once I ran out the tunnel and seen all those people and they really did not like us, it was it was kind of eye opening. But I'm looking forward to that game. It's going to be a good game every year, especially at Jordan-Hare. That atmosphere is crazy over there. It's very loud. And they call it the jungle, so this is definitely a jungle for sure.
Left side, third row.
Nick Brooks with WTVY in Dothan. What's the biggest difference you've noticed between Kevin Steele and Pete Golding, heading into this season?
I mean, they're both very good defensive coordinators. I'll say that first and foremost. But Kevin Steele, he has more experience. I'll say that. With Alabama, he understands the standard and knows what he's supposed to be doing as a defense. Being under Coach Saban. Just being there for a long time. And also, he's been a defensive coordinator for a very long time, just been in the game for a very long time as well.
Second row.
Kennedy Wright with CBS 42. What is your favorite quote from Saban? And if you could impersonate him, how would it sound?
There's a lot of things that I can impersonate, but I can't say it on the mic in front of all these people. I apologize. I can't.
Okay, in the front row.
How important was Will to your development? Obviously he had a year on you, and maybe what did he teach you so that you can teach the new guys that are coming in under you?
I mean, I feel like Will taught me a lot, and we taught each other a lot. I'll say that a lot. But, just seeing him grow and him seeing me grow, it's been very good. I took a lot of things from him. I feel like I wouldn't be who I am today without him. I'll say that. And, yeah, he's a very important person in my transition from high school to college football. I'll say that, yeah.
Second row, and then pass it right behind you.
Gotcha. Dallas, we'll kind of talk about that. Tony Reese, WTVM's Columbus, Georgia. Basically, the saying is Bama doesn't lose, they reload. So essentially losing both Will and Jordan to the draft this past year, Kool-Aid are kind of the new guy, like the vets on the team now. And as far as the defense, we know what the defense brings each year. Just kind of how you guys hoping to really reload and really go out there this year.
We just hope to just lead by example every day. We got new guys coming in too, so we just hope to show the new guys how it really is supposed to be at the University of Alabama and the type of football we play and the type of attitude we have day in and day out.
There's a tremendous amount of hype for Caleb Downs coming in, obviously one of the highest ranked players coming into Alabama. A lot of Mika Fitzpatrick comparisons. From what you saw in spring ball, what can fans expect from him, and do you expect him to be an immediate impact player for your defense?
Oh, yeah, Caleb has all the possibilities to be an immediate impact player, physically gifted, very smart, very cerebral on the field, and, he's a guy that you can also depend on as well. He's a young guy, but he also knows what he's doing, communicates very well, is very confident, too, in his game. If you look at him physically on the field, you can tell that he's ready to play. So,
Back row on the right.
Jason Williams, WTVA 9 News. Obviously, coaches move around a lot, and Pete Golden has moved to Ole Miss out in Oxford. Is it going to be weird for you seeing your old coach on a different sideline this year?
Oh, of course, yeah. Pete Golden was my first defensive coordinator when I came to Alabama. So, it is going to be a little weird seeing him at Ole Miss. But, he had to do what he had to do for him and his family. So, I hope for the best for him.
Final three questions in the back row, then pass it to the left, and then we're coming up front.
Dallas, Jamal Kennedy, WSFA 12 Sports in Montgomery, Alabama. There's an expectation at Alabama that you guys will play for championships. I'm just curious, after missing that last year, what kind of either taste that left in your mouth, or what kind of memory did that leave in your head that that you carried with you in the offseason?
I would say that we have a new season coming up with a lot of new opportunities and a lot of new doors that we could open, and we just plan on going 1-0, and just laying that foundation now in the summer and during the off season should be important into going into the season in the fall camp and stuff like that. So I feel like it should all be good.
On the aisle.
Yeah, hey Dallas. We didn't see you in the spring because of injury. Just how are you feeling physically, and how ready are you to get back on the field?
I feel great. That time off really helped get my body together. Physically after playing a very hard, long season. So I feel like that rest of kind of sitting out for the spring kind of benefited me in a way.
WBTM in Birmingham. Did you watch the national championship this year? I'm not sure if you saw that moment with David Pollack where he said there's new kings of college football in Georgia. What does that mean when he said that to your coach on the stage? Did you see that? And what does that make you think that there's a school that's a state over that they're saying that 2 wins in a row?
I didn't watch it, but everybody has a freedom of speech, so.
We do have time for one more. Final question.
You go up against the offense daily in practice. Just what have you seen out of them and their progression as the summer continues and going into the season?
Every day in practice, it's always a battle between the offense and the defense. It's a lot of very competitive guys on that side of the ball as well. But, I'm seeing a lot of great progress, with all the quarterbacks we have going on. And, it's just a lot of good things being seen on that side of the ball and just seeing them grow and come together. And, just having that same chemistry on the offensive line. And, yeah.
Medical Properties Trust, at the very heart of healthcare.